Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here and welcome back to episode 2 of the Chelsea career mode on FIFA 19. You guys left so much love on episode 1, left so many comments, so many likes. Thank you guys so much for showing all that love on episode 1. But right now we're into episode 2, addressing your comments. We're going to start off with Hashal saying to sign Icardi and Harry Kane, maybe get rid of Morata, so we've put him on the transfer list. We got some people to say replace Cahill and David Luiz and get Skriniar from Inter Milan. Icardi is also another name being thrown around as well from you guys. So I've gone ahead, transfer listed Morata, transfer listed David Luiz and Gary Cahill, and we're going to look to get Skriniar later in the episode. We're going to address more of your comments later in the episode as we get straight into today's episode with a transfer offer from Real Madrid and Manchester City for Willian and Marcos Alonso. As we get straight into the transfer negotiations with Willian and Julian Lopetegui, Real Madrid were offering £31.6 million for the 29-year-old Brazilian winger, 84 rated of course, so I'm going to try to squeeze as much out of Real Madrid as possible. 45.5 million I counter with, they say 40.5, and I end up offering a flat out 43 million for the winger. He was linked with a move away from Stamford Bridge in the summer to Manchester United, but never ended up happening. And it's going to happen in my FIFA 19 career mode as Real Madrid accept a £43 million transfer offer for Willian. And Willian looks like he's headed out the door out of Stamford Bridge. As we move on to our second transfer offer of the episode, £20.3 million for Marcos Alonso, the Spanish left back who's performing really well for Chelsea in real life as of yet. The 82 rated 27-year-old, 40.5 million I counter with, knowing Pep Guardiola and Manchester City have a ton of money behind them. Pep Guardiola being a stingy negotiator here and not willing to counter higher than their first initial bid. As you can see there, 20.3 million. He thinks the sell-on clause of 9% will get me to accept his offer, but I counter with a £35 million transfer offer, and yeah, Pep Guardiola sort of stormed out the room, not willing to give any more money for Marcos Alonso. So it looks like Marcos Alonso is staying put unless we get another transfer offer good enough for him. But Pep Guardiola was not willing to pay over 20 million for the left back. And as you can see there, the official message, Willian is sold. And you can see here the shirt signing, Willian, number 23. He's joining Los Blancos at the Santiago Bernabeu. He completes the move over to Real Madrid, and we have £43 million to work with. As we received a transfer offer for Michael Hector, put him on the transfer list last episode, the 26-year-old centre-back, 72 rated, worth 2.9, and Wolves accept a £4 million transfer offer for the centre-back, and he looks like he's headed out of the door. And Renjith Lennon said buy a backup keeper, and I was thinking about it. I put a few on the transfer list: Alessio Cragno, Angus Gunn, who recently moved to Southampton, and Christian Fruchtel from Bayern Munich. And it looks like I'll be going for Christian Fruchtel. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but let me know in the comments down below how to, because he will be our backup keeper for this Chelsea career mode behind Kepa. Hopefully we can train him up and he will be an absolute world beater in the future. And Hakel put a comment in the comments below saying to play 3 at the back so you can get more attackers in the field. And I was thinking about this. I actually tried it, and it highlighted a problem that we didn't have enough strikers. We've got Abraham and Morata up front. Big Boy Mount said Gianluca Ita as a potential left back, and he's a good choice for the future. So I've transfer listed him. Maybe in January we can pick him up. But the man of the moment, the man you guys all want replacing at Chelsea FC, it's Alvaro Morata, the Spanish striker that seems to get the most hate at Chelsea. We get this elusive transfer offer from Juventus, one of his former clubs. His current value is 29 million. They offer 33.5. I counter with 55.5. And Juventus storm out of the room, not wanting any of it. As well, I wanted to sell him for as much money as possible, and Juventus weren't willing to counter what I had to offer. As you can see here, Delete going up to an 81 right before the start of the season, doing really well in our training as we get a transfer offer for Davide Zappacosta from AC Milan. We're going to go in and negotiate with it, but Alvaro Morata seems to be staying put unless we get another transfer offer in this episode. We're going to have to wait and see, but I was willing to sell Morata, but Juventus stormed out, so we're going to have to wait for another transfer offer there. But he's going to be starting up with Tammy Abraham up top, but playing that three at the back had me in a bit of a pickle because we don't have enough strikers to go up front. I mean, we do have Giroud, but he's on the transfer list as well. We get a 14 million counter offer accepted from AC Milan, so it looks like Davide Zappacosta is out of the club, and we get an offer from Galatasaray for David Luiz, another player you guys wanted replacing from the club, him and Cahill as well. We get a 15.1 million offer. It's under his valuation. So I counter with a 16 million offer to see what Galatasaray have to say. They accept it, and as you can see in the top left corner, we had 90 million in the transfer budget, thanks to Willian going to Real Madrid, of course. But we're going to go in for our first signing of the episode. It's Christian Fruchtel from Bayern Munich. He's only worth 900k. I mean, he's a bargain on Carima, a perfect road to glory player, but he's going to be one of our backup keepers, as Caballero and Rob Green are just not up to standard for us. So hopefully we can get him into a bit of growth, into a bit of training, and he can be one of the next beasts in career mode for us. The German goalkeeper, the next Manuel Neuer, hopefully for us as we go into transfer negotiations. He wants to be a prospect at the club, which he's going to be. I mean, it's going to take a while for him to grow to where we want him to be for our backup keeper, but for now he will do the job in net. We'll put him in a few maybe cup games, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, any small games maybe, but we're looking for a 5-year deal with Fruchtel. We're not going to add a release clause in it or anything. His wage is really cheap, actually, 2.8 thousand. And we say 5k wage, and he accepts that. As we can see the news here that Hector moves to Wolves for 4 million. We move back to our transfer list, back to our transfer hub, and you guys wanted him so bad. Milan Skriniar, his release clause of 76 million we won't be paying, but Milan Skriniar, the man you guys wanted. He's got 92 potential this year on FIFA 19 career mode. He's a must buy, but he's going to be so damn expensive. The 23-year-old centre back from AC Milan, 85 rated. He's worth 40.5 million. I try to offer up Gary Cahill to lower the transfer fee a bit there. Gary Cahill is only worth 9 million. I offer 60.5 million plus Gary Cahill, and Inter still want another 12 million plus a 5% sell-on clause as well. So I try lower it down to 64.3. They're still not budging. 72.3 and a 5% sell-on clause. I'm trying to get it in the 60s range, 67.3. And Inter are happy with that. 5 million off their actual bid, their actual thing that they wanted. So we move into transfer negotiations. We get a 67.3 million plus Gary Cahill and a 5% sell-on clause. His wage is going to be 77k, a signing bonus and clean sheets. I tried to remove the clean sheets, and that's what they actually went ahead and accepted it. So Skriniar is going to be our second signing of the episode. Inter accept the offer for Skriniar from Chelsea. As you can see there, the news article plus animation. Skriniar lining up with all the Chelsea boys: Eden Hazard, Azpilicueta, Kante, and Skriniar is there ready to play for us. What a signing. You guys wanted him, and I couldn't agree more with you guys. Zappacosta officially moves to AC Milan as well. He moves for 14 million, and we're going to say goodbye to the Italian right back as he's headed back to Serie A, where he came from Torino. But we got a game against Manchester City in the Community Shield, and this for me was pretty much an experimental game. I mean, I was trying to get used to FIFA 19. As you can see, the starting lineup there: Christensen, Skriniar, Delete, a star in that 3-man backline. As you can see there, the FA Community Shield. We are ready to rock Wembley as we go into our first game of the Chelsea career mode FIFA 19 pre-season. Silverware's up for grabs. It's a big one against the champions of England, but the FA Cup champions Chelsea are ready to take them on. This was one of my first games of FIFA 19, especially on career mode as well. Kante is our captain as well, so that's a nice little touch. As you can see, Fruktu's on the bench, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, Kovacic as well on the bench. That is our starting lineup. Jorginho, Kante, Asensio on the right, Hazard on the left, Tammy Abraham and Morata starting up front, whilst Milinkovic-Savic is in that centre attacking midfield role. Let me know who I should play where, who I should be playing more, and what players should deserve to play in better positions. Maybe Manchester City, obviously, signing Christian Eriksen, which is a pretty big deal. They got Gabriel Jesus, Sterling on the bench, Mahrez on the bench, so they got a quality team out today. They're taking things very seriously in the FA Community Shield, as this is our first game, was my first game on career mode, and we're going to see how things go in this one. A new feature in FIFA 19 is the dynamic tactics, and we're going to see how it goes wrong for me here as we get it kicked off in the Community Shield with Manchester City. We're going to hit things off straight away. Here's Manchester City come darting out. I bring Kepa out. He comes back in. Eriksen whips the ball in. Sane gets ahead to it, but Kepa is there to meet it, and we get out of danger there. Kevin De Bruyne is probing outside the box, gives it off to Leroy Sané. He has a shot with his outside of the foot, and his left foot shot is an absolute worldie. The power on that is absolutely amazing, and the finishing this year, it is so good, but you have to get used to it. And as you can see there, Man City fans doing the Poznan as we get into it. Kevin De Bruyne laying it off to Leroy Sané, an unstoppable shot from the German winger. And we go 1-0 down in the FA Community Shield as Leroy Sané is causing us problems again. And literally minutes after, he whips in a ball into the box and Aguero meets it with the left-footed volley. Kepa can't do anything about that. And we go 2-0 down in 36 minutes against Manchester City. And it was my first game, and we look like we conceded a third, but luckily it was offside in the 68th minute. A terrible game from me, and hopefully will be the last of the season as I bring on Hudson-Odoi. He cuts in the middle, has a shot, and Edison has a very nice save there. Hudson-Odoi was one of the bright sparks as I brought him on late into the game to try to change things, as Loftus-Cheek was in there, and yet again, I can't get a hold of this finishing this year. I'm going to have to do a bit more practice on the finishing this year, but it's Chelsea. We do end up losing the Community Shield, a pre-season silverware we do not get our hands on. A poor start to the career mode, but we're going to get into our first Premier League game up next as we finish this training with Pulisic, De Ligt and Ampadu. Unfortunately, Manchester City come out victorious, and our Community Shield winners, we can't get our hands on any preseason silverwares. David Luiz is officially sold to Galatasaray. We get some more offers for Marco van Ginkel and Lucas Piazzon. I mean, these were two wonder kids back in the day, like FIFA 14, FIFA 13. These guys were absolute worldies. The Mbappes and Gabriel Jesus's of FIFA 14, I guess, if you know, in that terms of caliber of wonder kid. As we get Marco van Ginkel, we counter a 17 million offer from Napoli. They go ahead and accept that. We accept Piazzon as well. He looks like he's on his way to Bournemouth. As we get a laughable transfer offer from FC Barcelona, 76.9 million. They offer for N'Golo Kante. There's no way in the world I'm selling the World Cup winner, Frenchman N'Golo Kante, 89 rated. He's going to be a crucial part of our team. As, guys, we need another striker. So I've shortlisted a few: Nabil Fekir, Cutrone, Bellotti. We can't get Timo Werner. He moved to Real Madrid. Mauro Icardi is going to be a bit too expensive. We wasted a lot of, not wasted, I mean, Skriniar was a really good purchase, but Skriniar drained a lot of our funds, so let me know what striker we need in the comments down below. But we're going to head into our first Premier League game away at Huddersfield, away at the John Smith Stadium. We are going in with that lovely yellow away kit. It's very nice, as we get off to the same lineup that we did in the FA Community Shield. It's Huddersfield away in our first competitive game. This is where it all counts. As you can see, De Ligt, Skriniar, Hazard, Asensio, all looking forward to the game. All of our new signings are coming together perfectly here as we get off. Asensio on the ball in the 11th minute, does a few tricks to fool the Huddersfield defenders. Serge Milinkovic-Savic is trying to work the ball into the box. Kante gives it off to Morata, gives it off to Tammy Abraham, and his shot just blazes over the bar as we get into this game. Early chances going for us here as Serge Milinkovic-Savic is in the clear here, and I was trying to do the finesse shot, and unfortunately not enough power on that one, and Milinkovic-Savic's chance goes begging as we work our way into the box here. It's Morata with the timed shot. I didn't even mean it, but it's Morata, the guy you want me to get rid of. Most of you guys wanted me to sell him. He's starting this game, and it was a beautiful work into the box here. And we go 1-0 up at Huddersfield at the John Smith Stadium. It's a near post finish. It was a timed shot, which I had no intention of doing. I don't know how it came off perfectly, but we end up getting a 1-0 lead here just before half time as we get into this one. We keep on attacking. Tammy Abraham puts it. Milinkovic-Savic, he's 1-on-1 with the keeper. And I was trying to do a low-driven shot. This is just embarrassing. Milinkovic-Savic could have a double right now as Huddersfield get a corner in the 38th minute. They whip the ball into the box here, and they get an equalizer in the 38th minute. Absolutely joke. What a joke. I mean, we've had so many chances. Milinkovic-Savic has had two great opportunities, and unfortunately we couldn't put them away. And Huddersfield grab the equalizer from the corner, and we are left scratching our heads because it ends up being a Jorginho own goal. As you can see, he tried to clear it off the line, came off his head, and it's the 39th minute Jorginho own goal. Absolute joke. But we tried to chip the keeper there. Unfortunately, did not come off for us as Huddersfield make their way into the box here. Skriniar is trying to stop the attack in his first game for Chelsea. And the new centre-back, the beast from Inter Milan, Skriniar, gets a yellow card, giving away a penalty as well. Oh my god, it was written in the stars. A terrible start for the centre-back. He's been great this game, gives away a penalty. Can Kepa save it? Meunier goes straight down the middle, and Kepa is absolutely gone. He's gone the wrong way. I went the wrong way, and we are left for dead there as Huddersfield go ahead and get the 2-1 lead here. And straight off kickoff, we're on the attack. Serge Milinkovic-Savic gives it off to Alvaro Morata, and he absolutely strikes one from outside the box, getting the equalizer straight away. And the kickoff glitch seems to still be in FIFA 19, but what a finesse shot it was. Absolutely wraps his foot around it, gets the perfect curve on it, and I think finesse shots are back in FIFA 19. An absolute peach of a goal, and Alvaro Morata's got us a double as we end up here. Hazard using his pace, attacking the Huddersfield defense, comes in on the left, gives it off, and it's the man himself getting a hat-trick. Alvaro Morata. What a game from the Spanish striker. And I'm having real trouble here because I don't know if I want to sell him now. He's had a great game for us. He's literally had 3 shots and they've all gone in. Alvaro Morata has got a hat-trick in his first Premier League game, and he's probably one of our best strikers at the moment. He's the one scoring all our goals. And Alvaro Morata gets us 3-2 up, got us back into the game, and we have run away with it here at the John Smith Stadium. Morata is in here for his 4th. That could have easily been the 4th, but he went with the outside the foot shot, and it just goes past the post. Maybe should have gone for the finesse there again, but it's Alvaro Morata getting a hat-trick in our first Premier League game. 4 attempts, 3 goals. What an absolute madman, Alvaro Morata. And we are off to the perfect start into the Premier League. 3 points out of 3. And what a game that was. Going 2-1 down. Skriniar giving away a penalty. And we getting an Alvaro Morata hat-trick. I don't know if I should sell him now, guys. Honestly, he's playing well for me. A few of you guys said to get rid of him. I think one of you guys said to keep him as well. But I'm in a real pickle right now. Should I sell Alvaro Morata or not? Let me know down in the comments. You saw the transfer targets I put up there. And yeah, that'll be the end of the episode. We're going to keep simulating through the season. We've got our next game up against Arsenal at home, which will be in episode number 3. But Lucas Piazon is sold. Van Ginkel is sold as well. And this is where the real decision come in. I'm literally going to leave a poll or a comment down below. Transfer offer for Alvaro Morata from another one of his former clubs, Real Madrid. And they offer a big fee there. 45.3 million, but because he's in good form, this thing on the side says that we can sell him for at least 70 mil. So I don't know. Alvaro Morata, should we keep him? Should we sell him? He gets a hat-trick in the first Premier League game, and honestly, he's looking really good in FIFA 19 for this Chelsea team and in career mode as well. But if you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like down below, subscribe for more FIFA 19 career mode videos, follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. Comment down below, and I'll catch you guys on the very next video.